times like these you learn to live again. It's times like these you give and give again. Oh, hi Mark. Welcome to another episode of Ranking the Studio Albums. I'm Chris Norwood in my All About the Music series. And today we're going to be ranking the studio albums by the Foo Fighters. If you don't know, their lead singer looks a whole lot like the drummer from Nirvana. Really weird. They even have the same name. It's really strange. Dave Grohl. So we're going to kick things off. As always, we're going to be going... you guys know how this works, right? We're going to start from the worst, and we're going to work our way up to the best. Ranking the studio albums. And I feel like my opinion is different from most people in that a lot of folks like the early stuff and dislike the new stuff. I, on the other hand, feel like Foo Fighters basically have gotten better and better over the years. Now, that's not to say that my list is completely in reverse order. It's not. But I do feel like their later albums in general are better than their older albums. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it. My least favorite Foo Fighters record is definitely One by One. I got this for a birthday gift or a Christmas gift, and it's probably a Christmas gift in 2002. Did not like it one bit. There's a couple of good songs on One by One, but nothing really great, in my opinion. Maybe one or two really good songs. Coming up next is There Is Nothing Left to Lose. I know this one was, it was a success. It came out in '99, and it did have Learn to Fly and Break Out. I really enjoyed those. But the rest of the album, there's really nothing else on that album other than those two singles that I'm really crazy about. I felt like it was kind of bland and kind of hard to listen to, in my opinion. And I know that's different than the popular consensus. I know that's a lot of people's favorite Foo Fighters record, and that's fine. If that's what you like, that's what you like. We're all different. That's okay. My next pick is going to confuse a lot of people too. The Foo Fighters debut, which was essentially a Dave Grohl solo album. He recorded it all, on my birthday. It was recorded starting on my birthday, 1994. So I would have been 9 years old when Foo Fighters came out. From the ashes of Nirvana came this new project. And it's got some good songs on it. This Is a Call, I'll Stick Around, Big Me, all really great songs. But I feel like the rest of the album is just kind of meh. Meh is my term for an album when I'm ranking them. When I'm looking through the Wikipedias and my files, and I come across an album where I'm like, it's not awful, I don't hate it, but I just put a MEH beside it, where I'm like, meh, could have been better. Coming up next, I actually have this one, is 97's Color in the Shape. Some pretty good songs on here, but still, in my opinion, not a great album. At least in terms of like 100% rocking, like front to back. The Foo Fighters just hadn't got there yet with me. Monkey Wrench is great. My Hero, February Stars, Everlong, and Walking After You. So there's a lot of good songs here, but just overall, there's 13 songs, and I feel like the rest of them could be better. Just kind of some filler on here, in my opinion. Maybe I just need to revisit the earlier stuff from Foo Fighters. I have been in a very different mood lately as far as music. I've been listening to a lot of 60s rock and roll and a lot of more of the classic heavy metal because I'm a 90s guy. What can I say? I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and now I'm an old man with gray in my beard. So maybe I need to revisit the old Foo Fighters and see if maybe my opinions have changed. But I really love the 2000s and later Foo Fighters much better than the 90s stuff. So that's been my least favorite Foo Fighters records. Now we're starting to get into the better stuff. Where is it? Where is it? This is 2007. Really love the album art on this one, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace. I always get the title mixed up with that Offspring record that came out around the same time. This one had a lot of singles that did very well. The Pretender was a huge hit. Long Road to Ruin was pretty cool. Cheer Up Boys, Your Makeup is Running was a Fall Out Boy jab, I believe, and Let It Die. All of those are really great, but let's take a look at the deep cuts. Erase, Replace is pretty good. Has that kind of loud, slow, quiet dynamic of like Nirvana. Ballad of the Beaconsfield Miners is sort of a Dave Grohl solo song, and it's pretty good. Statues, But Honestly, and Home are all okay. This is where... so this album's not 100%, but I would give this record, Echoes, Silence, Patience, and Grace, I would give it a score of maybe like 2.8 out of 5 if we were doing that. If I was ranking or if I was reviewing that album, give it maybe almost a 3. It's pretty darn good, but again, there's just some songs. Foo Fighters are on the they're borderline with me, where they're getting better and better in my opinion, but they just when an album's not good, it's like I don't know. I wish they're one of those bands where I wish that I enjoyed more of their discography because they're really really great. It's kind of like the Red Hot Chili Peppers, where I absolutely love every song after a certain point in their career. For Chili Peppers, it was like 99 to present. They're perfect. They're like the best band out there. Like every song is great. From Californication through to present day. And I kind of feel like that with the Foo Fighters. Maybe starting in... We'll get to that. So this next one is going to be in 2005, and this is where I feel like the band really started putting out some material that I really enjoyed much better than their 90s material. This is a 2-disc album, maybe a bit much, but you get disc 1 with kind of the standard Foo Fighters songs, but they're better than standard Foo Fighters in my opinion. And then disc 2 is a more acoustic, slower affair. Who's this guy? Who is this guy down here? You guys know who that is? Who is that? Looks like he could be related to Dave Grohl, but I don't know if it's maybe just some random person or a famous person. But yeah, I love the album art. I know John Kerry was sort of an inspiration for this album in some places. Love the buffalo, the heads and the tails. It's pretty cool album artwork. Ooh yeah. Oh yeah. Beautiful booklet. There's the Foo Fighters. In Your Honor. It's actually... Ooh, love me some blue guitar. Ooh, nice. Love the guitar. In Your Honor. Can you hear me screaming? I think the Foo Fighters are actually up to a 6-piece now, aren't they? But yeah, really love this album. There's the band with the buffalo. And, oh man, don't you guys love Oh man, don't you guys love sniffing CD booklets? Those kids today just don't know what they're missing, man. You just eat these things, man. Eat these things for breakfast. But yeah, In Your Honor, No Way Back, the best, the best, the best, the best of you. Your faith is real, the pain you feel, the life, the love you die to heal, the hurt that starts, the broken hearts, your trust you must confess. Is someone getting the best, the best, the best of the Foo Fighters? This is not the best, but it's pretty dang close. DOA, Heck, The Last Song, The Deepest Blues Are Black, Miracle, What If I Do, Friend of a Friend. Again, you always kind of get that vibe that maybe some of these lyrics are about Kurt Cobain, but maybe they're not. And Dave Grohl's kind of not saying if they are or not. Probably not. I'm sure he's, kind of moved on, past it at this point. But, they could be. So yeah, that's one of my favorites is In Your Honor. But I've got 3 more albums that I love better than that because In Your Honor was great. It is great. It's from 2005, and it's aged well in the last 15 years. But there are 3 Foo Fighters records that are better, in my opinion. They're all later. They've all came out after that one. And yeah, they're just a lot of fun. A lot of fun. We're going to get to the near perfect Foo Fighters records. Coming in next is Sonic Highways. This came out in 2014. And I was, at that time, I was diagnosed with testicular cancer. And this album really got me through it. This one, Point 5, The Gray Chapter by Slipknot, and Bad Religion. You know how when you have those moments in life where you remember the music, remember the songs. This one, along with the, there was an HBO special where Dave Grohl talked about, like it showed him going to these cities and recording at all these different places. And it was a really fun show to watch. Me and my dad watched some of them together. I was really sick at the time. I had to stay with him. But man, the singles, the whole album was a single, essentially. Something from Nothing is a real banger. The Feast and the Famine, Congregation is a highlight. If you don't listen to anything else, listen to Congregation. What If I Do / God Is My Witness is great. There might be a few weaker moments towards the end of this. Features Gary Clark Jr. Didn't realize that. There's basically a featured artist on every song. Zach Brown, Peter Stahl, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick. There's a featured musician on every track. Near Perfect. This is a short album. There's only 8 songs. Some of them are longer, which is kind of nice. So it's not a perfect album, but I really enjoyed Sonic Highways. It got me through some troubling times. We live in troubled times. We live in troubled times. That's a wrong band for this video. Green Day. Okay, so are you guys ready for my top 2 Foo Fighters records? This was tough to determine which one was number 1 and which one was 2. So I just kind of went with my gut feeling. Concrete and Gold. I actually saw them on this tour, and they were fantastic. I absolutely just got obsessed with them in 2017, and this album is just really crazy. They kind of went into a different direction with kind of a hard rock and progressive rock sound. And this album took me a little bit. It's one of those where you got to listen to it and you're like, ugh. Like the first time I was like, ugh, this is not Foo Fighters. This is garbage. And then I was like, oh, okay. So I feel like with this album, they actually took kind of the Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin sound, and they made it fun. They made it accessible, and I feel like it really works. I feel like that's what they were going for, and you have Paul McCartney on here as a guest performer. T-shirt, Run, Make It Right, The Sky is a Neighborhood, La Di Da. You got Justin Timberlake, Boys to Men on here. This thing's crazy. Yeah, I mean, Foo Fighters are kind of just deep diving into just letting everybody play with them. I apologize for saying like so much there. I kind of felt, I heard it. I'm working on my accent. Hey, I'm from the South. It is what it is. Everybody's got an accent, right? I say mushrooms funny. How do you guys say mushrooms? Anyway, near perfect album. I feel like Concrete and Gold, once I got used to what they were doing, it's got a really nice aesthetic to it. It really transports you into this weird 70s rock and roll kind of universe. Love the lead vocals by other band members. That's a pretty cool thing about this too. I'm trying to see if there's any songs that just I don't like. Yeah, Concrete and Gold, 11 songs that are all darn near perfect in every way. Absolutely love it. The only thing better than Concrete and Gold, are you guys ready? The best Foo Fighters record ever in the history of ever. Wasting Light. Let's see. This one is just so much fun. It takes me back to 2011. Hard to believe this thing's almost 10 years old. Bridge Burning, Rope, Dear Rosemary. Dear Rosemary is another, if you don't listen to any other song, Dear Rosemary. It's one of my favorite Foo Fighters tracks ever. White Limo, if you like heavy metal, you might like White Limo. Arlandria is a great track too, a real highlight. These Days, Back and Forth, A Matter of Time, Miss the Misery. Another track that kind of sounds like it's about Nirvana is I Should Have Known. And Walk, one of the best Foo Fighters singles ever. Love the rapid fire delivery of the lyrics in Best of You and Walk. I just love that style of singing. And yeah, that is there's just nothing better in the Foo Fighters discography than this thing right here. Love the artwork, love the retro vibe, love the way they recorded it, like an old school record. And Pat Smear is featured as the rhythm guitarist on this one. What else is special about Wasting Light? They recorded in the garage of Dave Grohl. They used only analog equipment. Butch Vig produced it. He's done some amazing stuff. Let's see. Bob Mould, Chris Novoselic. There's a lot of guests. Let's see how did this do? Blah 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 blah. Rope. Rope was a huge hit. The follow-up Walk charted highly. Wasting Light debuted at number 1 in 11 countries. Received positive reviews from music critics. And yeah, it won. It earned 4 Grammy Awards, including Best Rock Album. So I was right. It is their best album. It's the best rock album of 2011. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. If you have liked and you have subscribed, hey, subscribers 1 through 8, let me know what you guys want. I will do a video just for you. Seriously, I'm at a small enough level right now. I'm gonna blow up, but I'm at a level right now where if somebody messages me on YouTube or comments, I can make you a video immediately. seriously, you guys want me to like check out a band? You guys want me to rank a band? You guys want me to review a band? You guys want me to do some kind of weird whatever? I do all kinds of stuff. I have lots of interest. So even if it's not music related, just let me know and I can do it. I got a video camera and I got a little bit of energy. I got a beard. So whatever you guys want to see, I'll do it, man. I love rock and roll, love music, love making music, writing music, talking about music. Love the Foo Fighters. So if you guys, anything you guys want, any kind of video you want to talk about, I will. I would probably. I may put more effort into a video that somebody asked me to do. I may, do it up better than I usually would. Write it up really nice and professional. So let me know what you like, and we will make it happen. I will do your video. I'll do any video for anybody in the country, in the world. So it looks like my demographic is like 100%. Male, like in their 25 to 34 is like 100% my demographic. So we got to branch out a little bit. We got to branch out here. We need more people. We need variety. So let me know what you guys want to see on the channel, so you guys will keep on subscribing and not fire me. I need more subscribers. I work in retail, and I would much rather be a professional YouTuber. So please help me. Please help me. Aisle 6. Dog poop. Yeah, so maybe I'll get a Patreon or something. I don't know. You guys, give me $1. I'll make a video about, I don't know, whatever you want me to do. Because you'd be paying me. So yeah, if you guys like the Foo Fighters, let me know how you guys would rank their albums, or let me know what you think about the Foo Fighters. If you think the Foo Fighters are the Pooh Fighters, just let me know. I've been getting kind of like, since I've been doing these, I've been getting like self-conscious about my tongue. It looks weird. I don't know. I've never watched myself talk. And I'm kind of self-conscious about my mouth. That accent, this accent is disturbing. I thought I got rid of my southern accent when I grew up. It did get better. Oh man, as a kid, it was so bad. Anyway, like and subscribe, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and yada, yada, yada. Ah!